Hello, people. I'm Jaby Koay, joined by Achara, a woman, Kirk.
Oh, thanks for noticing, Jaby Koay.
I just noticed hashtag women's safety. I'm like, might as well just, I don't know.
Well,
Just gonna drink my tea over here.
If you look at one of my recent TBT photos that I posted on Instagram, some people were not sure, but I'm glad that you pointed out
What?
that I'm a woman.
What happened?
Oh no, I got some comments saying like, you look like a boy.
Before 8 years old, you can't really tell.
Yeah.
So things haven't popped out yet, All right. Is that just me? I'm confused.
I got a funny feeling. I got a funny feeling. Yeah.
The dealer from ASHISH CHANCHLANI. It says ACV Hatke, Barkha Singh,
Whoop.
and ASHISH CHANCHLANI, of course. So you guys, if you haven't already, please subscribe to ASHISH CHANCHLANI. Help him get to 23 million subscribers. And
Where's he at now?
He's at 22.1.
Oh.
So congrats, ASHISH CHANCHLANI, for hitting 22 million. Like, how do you even fathom such a number? Anyway, cool. Let's get into this, shall we?
अरे कैंसिल ही करना होता तो बुकिंग क्यों लेते हो तुम लोग? मरा जाके थर्ड क्लास कैब सर्विस.
Oh no. Don't do it, lady.
भैया लोखंड वाला चलोगे?
जाएंगे मैडम, जिधर बोलोगे उधर जाएंगे. आओ बैठो.
Sit in the back. Good.
अरे मैडम, पीछे का दरवाजा लॉक है. काम करो, आप आगे आ जाओ, आगे बैठो, कंफर्टेबल है.
Nope. Oh god, I'm so nervous. Nice, lady. Good job. Good job. Okay.
अरे बढ़िया है.
चलो.
Damn, she went to the far back.
Yeah. But there's an easy exit. It's fine. Okay, windows open. Okay, we're good. Ish. Maybe. Yeah. Tell your
क्या
friends.
मैडम?
Put a pin.
बॉयफ्रेंड के साथ झगड़ा हुआ है क्या? चलो, अच्छा है. और अगर बॉयफ्रेंड नहीं है तो और भी अच्छा है. रास्ता खाली है. मतलब आज रास्ता खाली है. वैसे क्या ट्रैफिक होता है ना मैडम. अब ट्रैफिक हो या नहीं हो मैडम, मैं तो घुस जाता हूँ हर जगह. मैडम, मुंबई में ना गर्मी बहुत बढ़ गई है. ऊपर से आप आके गाड़ी में बैठ गई.
Oh god. Can we?
और ऊपर से गाड़ी भी नॉन एसी. वैसे एसी भी क्या उखाड़ लेता मैडम.
Oh gosh.
देख के चला ना.
देख के तो चला रहा हूँ मैडम.
Gosh, they found the most deserted road in Mumbai ever.
We just shoot late, I guess.
Or it's like a private street.
खड़ा है घर पे तेरे आशिक खड़ा है.
चुप चूतिया. कुछ बोल नहीं रही हूँ तो मुझसे हंसता रहेगा. और क्या लिखा है तूने चैट पे? हैं? क्या लिखा है कि मैं जाके माल दूंगी? तुम भड़वों को मैं पाल रही हूँ और तू मुझे बताएगा धंधा कैसे चलाते हैं? हैं? अभी पब्लिक एक पूड़ी के लिए अंदर जा रही है. तू चाहता है मैं व्हाइट पाउडर 1 kg लेके घूमूं अक्खा बॉम्बे में? किधर घुसा के रखा है तूने अक्कल अपना?
Oh, this took a turn. It's like, oh no!
कहाँ पहुंचे? कहाँ पहुंचे? एक चमक चूतिए. तुझसे पूछ रही हूँ कहाँ पहुंचे? बताएगा?
मैडम
हाँ, मुरली के एरिया में हूँ मैं. रुक, गिनने दे मुझे. एक गांडू, तेरी औकात नहीं गिन रही हूँ जो 2 सेकंड में खत्म हो जाए.
Are you counting money?
टोटल 3 पेटी है मेरे पास. मिलके देती हूँ, जाके उस विक्की को दे देना. वो चूजा मुझे पैसे नहीं देगा. उसकी गोटी दबाऊंगी ना, उसका बाप भी इधर पैसा हक के जाएगा, समझा? अच्छा वो अपने नए माल का सैंपल आया? मतलब ये माल भी मैं ही जाके पहुंचाऊं? बहन, रुक 1 मिनट। पूरा लोड करके रखा है बैग में। अभी कोई पटाखा बजाएगा ना, सबको उड़ा के आऊंगी मैं। अभी मैं कैसे फंसूंगी रे? ना मैं उतरने वाली हूँ, ना अपनी गाड़ी में आई हूँ, मैं कैसे फंसूंगी? ए, मुन्ना, ऐसे गलती मत कर। एक काम कर, तू लगा फोन, लगा लगा, बिंदास लगा। जिसको भी लगाएगा ना, सब अपनी जेब में ही है, लगा। और वैसे भी जो भी अपने बीच आया है ना, मारा है, मारा है, मारा है। हाँ बोल। अरे कुछ नहीं, कोई दर्जी है क्या अपने पास? किसी की फट गई है इधर। अच्छा सुन, उसको बोल सैंपल पिज्जा बॉक्स में पैक करके लाए, ठीक है? और उसको बोल देना कोई वो जो ये पिज्जा डिलीवरी बॉय का यूनिफॉर्म वगैरह होता है ना, वो सब डाल के है। वो क्या है ना, सेक्शन गरम चल रहा है ना आजकल, अपने पे शक नहीं पड़ना चाहिए। और हाँ, कोल्ड ड्रिंक भी भेजना जरा। नहीं वो क्या, अपने ड्राइवर को ना बहुत गर्मी लगती है। हाँ मैं बैठी हूँ ना गाड़ी में, अब एसी भी क्या उखाड़ लेगा। क्यों? ए चोमू, इधर साइड में चौक पे लगा, दबा के लगा ना अंदर ठीक से, इधर पुलिस बहुत आती है। हाँ वो डिलीवरी वाले छोकरे का नंबर भेज और उसको बोलना खाचे नंबर से मैं कॉल कर रही हूँ उसको। हाँ मैं बरखा बोल रही हूँ, मैं बाहर टैक्सी में बैठी हूँ। और हाँ यूनिफॉर्म वगैरह पहना है ना ठीक से? हाँ अच्छा, एकदम ऐसा डिलीवरी बॉय लगना चाहिए। और आगे पीछे देख, बाजू में पुलिस तो नहीं आ रही है। और हाँ थैंक यू बोलना अच्छे से, आ जल्दी।
थैंक यू मैम, हैव अ नाइस डे।
चल किसके लिए रुका है? मंगवाओ तेरे लिए भी पिज्जा। हैव अ नाइस डे पांडे। क्या बात है, हाँ? मॉडर्न गंजेड़ी पाल के रखे तूने। ए सुअर, इंग्लिश बोलनी आती है?
यस मैडम।
क्या बात है, गाड़ी ठीक ठाक चलाता है। और पता है क्या बोल रहा था कि ट्रैफिक, नो ट्रैफिक, कहीं भी घुस जाता है और हम कहीं भी घुसा देते हैं।
What?
ए चोमू, चप्पल ठीक कर रही थी, गाड़ी चला। तू क्या सोचा मैं भूत हूँ? हाँ, हम क्या इधर आखिरी सफर खेल रहे हैं? गाड़ी चला।
सॉरी मैडम, सॉरी।
अभी भी देखना नहीं छोड़ेगा।
Is that a reference to his other
Yes.
short film?
Yes.
ए, आगे देख।
सॉरी मैडम।
क्या माल है, कस्टमर पागल हो जाएगी, पागल। ए क्या बोल रहे हो तुम लोग? क्या पहले ध्यान नहीं गया क्या? ए गाड़ी रोक इधर। ए तू तो गया।
क्यों मैडम?
अभी जब हम लोग गए थे ना, उधर सीसीटीवी कैमरा था। चुप! तू ना 10-15 दिन के लिए यहाँ से कल्टी हो जा, गुम हो जा तू, ठीक है? यहाँ रहेगा ना तो पुलिस तेरे को पकड़ेगी। पुलिस के सामने मुंह खोलेगा तो मैं तेरे को खोलेगी। तो तू निकल जा यहाँ से, गाड़ी इधर छोड़ के जा।
मैडम गाड़ी कैसे छोड़ के जाऊंगा? मैं लाचार आदमी
है ना तू? एक काम कर, तू घर चल। आ चल मेरे घर चल ना। आता है या मैं रोक इधर। हट्टू। हेलो, हाँ मैं माल लेके पहुंच गई हूँ, कहाँ आना है? माल तो ठीक है, थोड़ा ठंडा हो गया। घर पे ओवन है क्या? अरे क्या चूतिया बनाया ना, जैसी अगर ये लाइन क्रॉस की ना तो मैंने डिसाइड कर लिया।
घर पे तेरे आशिक खड़ा है।
चुप चूतिए, कुछ बोल नहीं रही हो तो मुझसे हटता रहेगा। और क्या लिखा है तूने चैट पे हैं? क्या लिखा है कि मैं जाके माल दूंगी? और फिर मैंने सोचा घर पहुंचने में टाइम है ना, तो थोड़ा खेल और खेला जाए। तेरी औकात नहीं गिन रही हूँ जो 2 सेकंड में खत्म हो जाए।
I had a feeling that maybe she was tricking
Total
him.
तीन
Oh,
पेटी है मेरे
I knew
पास।
from the beginning.
Yeah.
पूरा लोड करके रखा है बैग में।
Measuring tape in her
अभी कोई
bag.
पटाखा बजाएगा ना, सबको उड़ा के आऊंगी। और फिर मैंने ऐप से पिज्जा ऑर्डर किया। अच्छा सुन, उसको बोल सैंपल पिज्जा बॉक्स में पैक करके लाए, ठीक है? और फिर जब मैंने एक्चुअल में पिज्जा वाले को फोन किया, हाँ मैं बरखा बोल रही हूँ, मैं बाहर टैक्सी में बैठी हूँ। हाँ यूनिफॉर्म वगैरह डाला है ना बराबर? हाँ किसी को शक नहीं होना चाहिए, इधर उधर देख तू।
थैंक यू मैम, हैव अ नाइस डे।
और फिर मैं सुन मैंने क्रेडिट कार्ड निकाला। ए, आगे देख।
सॉरी मैडम।
क्या माल है, कस्टमर पागल हो जाएगी, पागल। ऐसा मजा चखाया कि जिंदगी भर किसी लड़की को आंख उठा के नहीं देखेगा, अपनी बीवी को भी बहन बना के घूमेगा।
यहाँ पर वुमेन सेफ्टी इतना बड़ा मजाक बन के रह गई है कि
So we thought we should definitely make a video to shed light on this issue.
एंड मुझे बोलने की भी जरूरत नहीं कि इस वीडियो में मैंने जो दिखाया है, जो मैंने किया है, उसे रियल लाइफ में आप इतने बेवकूफ
Yeah,
हो
I was
तो
gonna
रियल लाइफ
say.
में रिपीट ना करना। प्लीज रिस्पेक्ट एवरीवन इररिस्पेक्टिव ऑफ देयर जेंडर।
सही बात,
है ना?
सही
And
बात।
I wanna thank Barkha Singh who joined me in this video to create this ACV Hatke video.
बहुत मजा आया।
Well, first of all, I would say definitely don't do what she did because there is no guarantee that you're going to be able to pull that off. I would not have gone in that cab. That cab looked super sketchy. But like she had a good idea to like stay on the phone. She should have just been on the phone with a friend the entire time. But it was a really creative way to kind of shed light on the issue. So they succeeded in that regard and to kind of make a fun video. Barkha did a fantastic job of like channeling that kind of aggressive, boyish energy of like, hey, don't mess with me, and like lots and lots of swearing and stuff like that. The reason why I would say like don't do that is because I think a lot of people wouldn't be able to pull it off in a real life situation. Like, yeah, if you can pull it off, maybe, but still, you don't know what is going to happen with the driver, because it could be that he suddenly goes, oh, you've got a lot of money, have you?
That's what I was thinking
and
too.
That made me scared. That's why I was like, don't count the money. Like, you're just making it worse, you know? She was really quite intimidating.
Well, off of the ghost video we watched, I sort of suspected very early on that she was playing him in an effort to just make it safely to her destination. The pizza thing was especially the biggest giveaway. Like, make him sound like, I'm like, all right, that's obviously, she's just actually getting a pizza. And it has nothing to do with drugs or anything like that. She's just fooling him for the better part of a 10-minute ride. This is interesting to me in that here in America, African Americans often have to have something called the talk with their kids. Maybe this is sexist, but I feel like something similar has to happen with your daughters, where you have to have a similar talk with your daughters to let them know the dangers that lurk in the world. It's like we can have as many PSAs as we want and try to teach our boys as well as we can to respect women, etc., etc. That's not going to completely remove the dangers from the world right now or ever. Those dangers will always be there. So I feel like it's good to prepare your daughters for what, both your daughters and sons, for what lies ahead in the world, but especially for girls, because statistically it's more likely that they're going to get thrown into an unpleasant situation more likely than a guy. I'm trying not to use the R word, okay? And so it's just more likely to happen to a girl than to a guy. And so preparing them by any means possible, I think is a good idea. There's these videos you'll find on YouTube that say, you should just teach your boys to respect women. But that's not going to remove the problem, in my opinion. Like,
no, you need to do both.
You gotta do both. And so what she did there I thought was cool. And there's a movie called, it's an M. Night Shyamalan movie where it was Split. What happened was this girl was about to get taken advantage of by the villain, and another girl in the group was like, pee your pants. It just made the villain uncomfortable when she peed her pants, that he didn't want to have anything to do with her.
Yeah.
So it's like, in my head, if I'm a chick, I'm always trying to think of like all the things that I would tell my daughter to do in the event of something weird happening, like pee your pants, piss yourself, shit yourself.
Yeah, make lots of noise.
Make lots of weird noises. Like if you see someone in the street, you know, kind of coming your way, be like, nah, nah. Just like act like a crazy person so that they don't want to mess with you.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want any of that. If they think that you're docile or that they can handle you, they're gonna try. But if they think that you're a problem, they're less likely to
No, it's true. I mean, that's one of the things that is often said. It's like, if you do end up in a situation like that, make lots and lots of noise because, I mean, obviously, ideally, if someone's passing close by, they can hear you, but also, like you said, it makes you a problem for that person who's trying to take advantage of you, and then they're just like, forget it, like, it's not worth it. It is a very important issue to talk about, and I do agree with you that people do need to have that conversation with their daughters and just be like, this is how you stay safe. But I do want to say, like, it's different in different countries, you know, because in Thailand, when I was growing up, it was super dangerous. The idea was actually taxis for women are dangerous because you'd hear a lot of stories about drivers taking women, especially if you were going home late at night and you were by yourself, you would end up being driven to some like random in the middle of nowhere location and something awful would happen to you because they don't really vet these taxi drivers.
Well, that almost happened to Constantine and the girls that were with him. Achara's sister got married in Thailand. There's a dude there named Constantine who was riding in a tuk-tuk with some broads. The driver was gonna take them some weird location and he had to like get forceful with the guy in order to get the car to stop so they could just walk back.
You do have to keep your wits about you, but I was always told, you know, especially if I was going out with my friends late at night, to always travel in groups because, you know, it's much harder for something to happen that way. Definitely taking a taxi home late at night by yourself, a big no-no in Thailand. In the UK, actually, it's the opposite, where taxis are considered safer, especially something like a black cab, you know.
Such a fitting name for something safe. Okay.
But they you know, or even like a mini cab company where you call them, you make a booking like Barkha was trying to do at the beginning of the video.
It's logged somewhere?
Yeah, because it's logged somewhere, and so
Yeah.
it's considered safer. So it's just interesting how, like, in different countries, the safety protocols for women are kind of different. So you have to know what it is wherever you are.
Yeah. I feel like in this day and age, it should be theoretically easier to alert people as to where you're going, who you're with. Like, if there's even a discreet way, like if your phone's on silent, as you're getting into the cab or whatever, for the girl to take a picture of the driver, you know, maybe the location that they're coming from and they're supposed to be going, and text that to a friend.
Yeah, or, you know, like a lot of the times the cabs will have like the identification of the driver in the back. You can take a picture.
Or a video of it as it's driving up.
Or like if you're in an Uber, you can actually send your live location to a friend, and so they can track you.
The only thing about that is like, that's so much work because you want to turn it off and on and then you'll forget.
It's not work, you just send them a thing just for that ride. It'll tell them like whether you've safely reached your destination or not. I think it's really smart.
Yeah, but I guess having as much evidence as possible is great. So like the moment the driver's coming up, you're just videotaping as you get in the car.
Yeah.
Hey, what's your name? Blah, 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 like chatting, and then send that video to a friend. So
or you're on a call with someone, so like they know that if they do something funky, you would just be like, help!
I still think the video surpasses all that shit.
Okay.
Personally, because that's evidence. The guy can't do anything if there's evidence. Remember when we were in Delhi, we were just trying to get down the road. The moment I turned the camera on the driver, just for the vlog purposes, he agreed to whatever we wanted immediately just because he didn't want to be videotaped. I didn't mean to like scare him, but like that's what happened. He's like, TK. Like he immediately gave in to us, but just because I turned my phone on him. I'm not a cop, I'm not trying to turn him into the police. It was just something simple, like trying to get down the street. I don't know why that bothered him. but it did. Just turn your camera on, record, send it to a friend, so at least there's some kind of evidence. So
Or just don't get in the dodgy cab
sometimes
in
you
the
have
first place.
to. Sometimes you have to though. Sometimes like you're not left with much of a choice.
I know, it was a bad situation. Like she was stuck in the middle of nowhere with no one.
Yeah, and so like the best thing you can do is take a video and send it to a close friend that you trust. At least there's some kind of evidence, a paper trail of some kind. That's stupid advice maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But like that seems wise. You shouldn't go out alone, man or woman. Just watch your back. Something. Take precautions. It's a pandemic anyhow, so you shouldn't be worrying about this right now.
Take precautions, people.
Yeah.
Wear a mask.
In any case, I'm glad Ashish Chanchlani decided to bring light to this, shed light on this particular topic here. It's important. For me, it just reaffirms the notion that we should be having certain talks with our kids as early as possible so that it's sort of drilled into, like, okay.
I mean, but just look at the way I reacted to that from the very first, like the beginning of the video. Like I knew what was going on and I was immediately like, anxiety central, because it's been drilled into me so much.
So,
stay safe.
Because from a very young age, people drill religion into their kids. And that stays in your bedrock. Even if you depart from that religion, it's still sort of there. Like I still deal with it. And I feel like safety protocols should be drilled into your kids from a very, very young age so that instinctually they know what to do.
Yeah.
As opposed to freaking out because, you know.
Don't panic. Panic is the worst.
Exactly.
Be smart.
So you guys, thanks so much for hanging out. Hopefully you enjoyed that. And there you go. I'm Jaby Koay. This is
Achara Kirk.
Peace out.